Well, dearest people, I've been thinking about compassion, empathy. How do we get that? And here we're sort of using these words pretty much having the same meaning. So it's easy if you see someone being harmed. Straight away we'll have empathy or compassion for the person being harmed. But what about the person who's harming? What do we think about them? Well, normally it's just anger. How dare they do that? So how can I possibly have empathy? And why would I want to? Well, the way we're talking here is that the only reason anyone harms anybody, and look at yourself, the few times you've harmed, maybe you're not a murderer or a rapist, it's not because of love and compassion and patience and kindness. It's because you're upset, irritated, feeling jealous, resentful, low self-esteem, angry. Guess what? That is the source, first, of your own misery, and then you lash out and harm others. Well, guess what? That's exactly the same for everybody. I'm sorry to tell it, say it, whether it's the pedophile, the multi-murderer, or a person who's just gets annoyed, It's a bit shocking to think this way. But the key to this is then when you know your own mind, you know what causes you to be upset and unhappy, and then you know that as a result of that, you know why you do mean things to other people. So the first one is to then work with that, not set in stone. And if you like, have some empathy for yourself and wish not to be this way, then you can transfer that to others. Whereas now, isn't it, the only time we have empathy, like I said, is for the victim, and then that equals the amount of anger we have for the harmer. Well, that doesn't get far, So the key to this is we're all the same, we're all made, if you like, we're all cut from the same cloth. That's the approach we're taking here. So knowing your own mind is the first step. Then we can have understanding why people do what they do, which doesn't mean you pat them on the head and say the poor person can't help it, but then at least you have an understanding, and that's a pretty good step in going further than knowing how to help.